A world-class cyclist, a secret love triangle, and a fugitive on the run. This is the chilling story of Caitlin Armstrong. On May 11, 2022, Anna Maria Mo Wilson, one of America's rising cycling stars, was found shot multiple times in an Austin apartment. She was just 25, with her whole career ahead of her. Police quickly learned that Mo Wilson had been romantically involved with Colin Strickland, a fellow cyclist. But Colin wasn't single. He was living with Caitlin Armstrong, his longtime girlfriend. Investigators said Armstrong was furious when she found out about the fling. On the night of Wilson's murder, surveillance showed Armstrong's Jeep near the apartment. The motive? Jealousy and betrayal. When questioned, Armstrong sold her car, emptied her bank accounts, got plastic surgery, and vanished, fleeing to Costa Rica with a fake passport. She lived under the radar for over a month until U.S. Marshals finally tracked her down at a beachside hostel. In 2023, Armstrong stood trial for first-degree murder. The jury didn't buy her defense. They found her guilty and she was sentenced to 90 years in prison. She remains behind bars, forever linked to one of the cycling world's darkest scandals. A rising star gone, a jealous lover locked away, and a man at the center of it all. What do you think pushed Caitlin Armstrong to murder? A beloved teacher. A sixth-grade student. A scandal so shocking, it changed how the world sees trust, grooming, and betrayal forever. This is the disturbing true story of Mary Kay Letourneau. In the early 1990s, Mary Kay Letourneau seemed to live the perfect suburban dream. She was a respected teacher at Shorewood Elementary School near Seattle, Washington. She was married to her college sweetheart, Steve Letourneau. Together, they had 4 young children and a home in a quiet neighborhood. But behind this carefully polished image, Mary Kay was hiding a secret so dark that when it finally came out, it would shock the entire country. In 1996, Mary Kay took a special interest in one of her students, a shy, talented 12-year-old boy named Vili Fualo. Vili's home life was unstable, and Mary Kay, who was more than twice his age, positioned herself as his mentor and protector. But what started as extra art lessons and tutoring turned into something unimaginable, a secret sexual relationship between a teacher and her 6th-grade student. Late-night phone calls, secret meetings in parks and her family van, even visits to her house while her own children slept upstairs. The affair grew darker by the day. The secret exploded when Mary Kay's husband Steve found explicit love letters hidden in their home. Horrified, he contacted the police. In March 1997, Mary Kay Letourneau was arrested and charged with statutory rape of a minor. Despite facing serious prison time, Mary Kay defended the relationship, claiming it was true love, even though Vili was still just a child. In an attempt to avoid a long sentence, she accepted a plea deal. She pled guilty, agreed to never see Vili again, and was sentenced to only 6 months in county jail with probation. But Mary Kay couldn't stay away. Just weeks after her release, police found her with Vili parked in her car near Seattle. Even more shocking, she was pregnant again. She had already given birth to their first child while awaiting trial. Now she was carrying their second. Because she violated the plea deal, the court threw the book at her. Mary Kay was sentenced to over 7 years in prison. Meanwhile, Vili, still a teenager, was forced to raise their first daughter with help from his mother. Behind bars, Mary Kay continued to claim her relationship with Vili was true love. She wrote him letters, and Vili, now a teenager trying to be a father, insisted he still loved her too. In 2004, when Mary Kay was released from prison, Vili was 21. Against all odds, they reunited and married the next year in a lavish ceremony surrounded by reporters. They sold interviews, appeared on talk shows, and insisted their love had survived it all. They raised their 2 daughters together, trying to live a normal life, even as critics argued that their marriage was built on a foundation of abuse and manipulation. In 2017, after over a decade of marriage, Vili filed for legal separation. The weight of their shared past, constant media attention, and the trauma that began when he was just a child had taken its toll. Mary Kay Letourneau died of cancer in July 2020 at the age of 58. Until the end, she insisted what she did was out of love, not exploitation. But for millions of people, her name remains synonymous with betrayal and the horrifying truth that evil sometimes hides behind a trusted smile. Amy Bishop seemed unstoppable. With a Harvard PhD in genetics, she was a tenured-track professor at the University of Alabama in Huntsville. She published papers, taught classes, and worked on cutting-edge research. To students and colleagues, she was driven, ambitious, maybe a little intense. But behind her academic brilliance lurked a darkness that would explode on a cold February afternoon. In academia, tenure is everything. It means job security for life, prestige, respect. In 2009, Amy's tenure application was denied. She appealed. She fought. But the final answer was no, she would lose her position. For Amy Bishop, who saw herself as destined for greatness, this rejection felt like a betrayal, and she planned revenge. On February 12, 2010, Amy walked into a routine biology faculty meeting. 11 people gathered around the conference table, discussing budgets and future plans. Without warning, Amy pulled out a 9mm handgun and started shooting her colleagues one by one. 3 professors were killed instantly: Dr. Gopi Podala, Dr. Maria Ragland Davis, and Dr. Audrielle Johnson. 3 others were seriously wounded. The rest managed to hide or flee. When her gun jammed, witnesses said she calmly tried to fix it, then fled the building. Police caught her minutes later outside the science building, blood still on her clothes. After her arrest, reporters uncovered a chilling secret: this wasn't the first time Amy Bishop had killed. In 1986, at age 21, Amy shot her 18-year-old brother, Seth Bishop, in their Braintree, Massachusetts home. Amy claimed it was an accident. She was handling their father's shotgun when it discharged. The case was ruled accidental, but police reports later revealed she fled the house armed, pointed the gun at strangers at a car dealership, and had to be disarmed by police. Despite this, she was never charged, possibly because her mother was a local official. Many believe this incident foreshadowed the violence to come, a clear sign ignored by the people around her. In 2012, Amy Bishop pleaded guilty to capital murder to avoid the death penalty. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. She's serving her sentence in Alabama, her dreams of scientific fame replaced by concrete walls and steel bars. The Amy Bishop case remains a tragic reminder of how brilliance can hide deep darkness, and how warning signs ignored can lead to unthinkable horror. Could 3 lives have been saved if the truth about Amy's past had been fully investigated? Many believe the answer is yes.